Today I'm going to review everything I packed for a 3-day business trip as a project manager. For this trip, I used the Peak Design travel backpack. This wasn't about going ultralight or super minimalist. The goal is simple: bring everything I needed to handle client meetings, site visits, and office time with coworkers without overpacking or checking a bag. Let's get into it. All right, this was the bag of choice for the 3-day business trip. This is the Peak Design travel bag. It's been out for a couple years now. As you can see, it is very well loved and well worn, but still a great bag, especially for a business trip. I do love the sleek profile that it has. It doesn't look too trash baggy like some of my X-Pack bags. Great for like conference rooms and, business meetings as you walk in. One of the things that's really cool about one bagging on a business trip is it is a great conversation starter. So you walk into the conference room and, your other colleagues who are traveling maybe bringing in roller bags and whatnot, but you come in confident with, everything you need in one bag. I can't tell you how many times people have asked, so where's your luggage? And I said, it's all right here. Got it with me in the bag. It's a pretty cool way to utilize your luggage and personal carry items to make an entrance and, network with your colleagues. I'm going to go through separately everything we packed in here. And then at the end, I'll pack everything out for you so you can see the configuration that I took it in. All right, so got the DOP kit, toiletry kit, wash pouch, whatever you want to call this. This is the Peak Design wash pouch. For me, when I travel to Japan, I primarily use the small version of this because I don't need to take too many toiletries. But in the traveling domestic United States for business, I have to bring a lot more toiletries because you just don't get the same kind of hospitality in American hotels as you do in Japan. All right, we got a little hook here that you can hide away for hanging off a shelf. Little handle here, nothing special. Toothbrush pouch or, just something quick access here. I usually just keep my travel toothbrush in there. I do like how this accordions out really nicely. And for me, I use some of the dividers here for, organizing some things. But a lot of the times when I take the larger version, I just use this as kind of a dumping cavern. Oh, these are fun. These are actually chewable toothpaste tablets. This has like 10 milligrams of caffeine and vitamin B12. It's cinnamon mint flavored, which is pretty cool. And what I found is getting up for, a day full of conferences and, in-person meetings, this actually serves as a great way to help wake me up in the mornings. Some hair care product. I wear contacts primarily, but I do wear glasses at night and when I'm reading. So got my glasses in a little hard case in here. It keeps it nice and protected. Tide pen, actually used that this time. Had a lighter color polo that I spilled something on and actually went to the bathroom and got rid of the stain with the Tide pen and was able to carry on through the rest of the day's meetings. Just got a little shaver here. Again, I would not take this internationally with me. It is bulky, but because I had a little more room and more accommodation, I could take more of the comforts from home. So I got a little face trimmer here. The carbon fiber comb that weighs nothing. Keep my hair tidy. Just a small thing of contact solution. All right, got the Schmidt's Charcoal Magnesium Deodorant. This is my favorite deodorant of all time. And then if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I paired the Schmidt's with the Travel Crystal Stick. I have used this for over a year and it is still not wearing down. So yeah, $2 for this can go quite a long way. And here just got a few like Tums and, over-the-counter things for indigestion or anything, just in case. I got these little pink sealable pouches from my wife and just a cheap contact lens case. Got some eye drops here in case I get dry eyes from staring at screens all day. And then got these are great for in the morning. I am not a coffee drinker, but sometimes when I'm dragging, you can throw these in your water bottle because I do love to hydrate in the morning. These little Protect organic energy sticks, these are great. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention, this little hidden zipper that I have. My meetings were largely business casual, so having one pair of like clean shoes to really do everything was really nice. I took these white Cole Haan kind of sneaker type things. These were casual enough yet nice enough looking to go with all of my pants. So took these little sneaker wipes, these kind of one-time use, individually wrapped like sneaker wipes to keep these clean. Just a couple other things that I have in here, just a couple of Japanese Q-tips. I love Japanese Q-tips because they have the little grooves in them and they're very comfortable for your ear, and plus they come in black. And that is it for the pouch. All right, so next up is tech and tech accessories. Got the alpaca Vertex pouch here. And a lot of people have told me, you know, that pouch looks pretty large for, you know, travel. And I do agree, it is a little large, but, you know, for a business trip where you need a lot of tech items, I really love the size of what this can hold. It turns into an awesome desk caddy. So, you know, I can show up to a conference room, take this out, I can have my working station all set. I don't need to keep reaching into my bag for things. I got everything right here while I'm, you know, working for a couple hours from different locations. Especially when you're traveling, you don't have a dedicated workstation, so you can pull up wherever there's a table or a spot and you have your nice desk caddy here. So I'll start with over-ear noise canceling headphones from Sony. These are the 3rd generation ones. I have rocked these for many years and they are still holding up great. I am very keen on the new 6th generation ones that just came out. Maybe that'll be a gift from the wife for a birthday or something in the future. All right, got a Logitech mouse here, just a simple, you know, wireless mouse. I do not like using the trackpad myself. I love having a mouse. Little flashlight for emergencies there. Got the Anchor battery pack that just snaps onto the back of the phone. And then we've got a little plug-in here for a little plug-in wall adapter. I never like carrying the large, you know, kind of computer brick charging cords that come with computers. So I use this Anchor Prime one that can charge, you know, several devices at once. And with this USB-C cord, it charges my laptop just fine. I got a few cables in here. So got a USB to USB-C here. I'll talk about that in a minute. All right, got the rolling square in charge, little short cord here. Both of my phones still require lightning, my work phone and my personal one. So do have a little lightning adapter there, USB-A for when I need it. And 2 USB-Cs that kind of snap away underneath there. So yeah, it's just a great little way to save on cord space. Look at that, look how small that is. Great item to take. The Bluetooth adapter for the plane, so don't have to have cords. Got a pen here. All right, so these next couple of items are really work specific. This is a nifty little laptop riser that snaps out and really just takes up no room. Has a bunch of little settings here where you can set the height and angle for leaning your computer on. And again, takes up very little space. As you're, you know, putting things in here, this does accordion in and out. So if you're expanding, you know, things in here, you have some modularity. Got a zipper pocket in here for little like cards or any, you know, small items that you might lose. It's been a great pouch. They have a smaller version out now, but I really love how much this can carry. Like a full Nintendo Switch can go in here with, you know, controllers attached. Large over-the-ear headphones, so I don't have to take a separate headphone case. Yeah, it's been a great pouch. All right, so this is my little fold flat espresso monitor stand here that I've had for a couple of years. We've got some grips here at the bottom and then a magnetized surface here. So what you do with this is you set it up, and then I have the espresso 15-inch monitor, and that sits right there on your stand. So if you're anything like me, you got to have multiple screens. I work a lot in sheets. You know, I use Smartsheet, Excel a lot. So when I travel for work, I really like having a super thin ultralight monitor that I can take with me. I've had this for about 2 years now. It has held up great. Comes with a little USB-C to USB-C cable that I just plug right into my computer. You can also do pass-through charging on this as well. At one point, this was the world's lightest and thinnest portable monitor. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but as you can see, that is pretty darn thin. So as you can see, it just latches on there. It's pretty strong, even though it's just a magnet holding that. I'm trying to like shake it loose right now. But yeah, as soon as, so when I'm done, or if I'm, like packing up, I just take that off. This thing folds up, goes back into the tech pouch. It does weigh a little bit, so you do feel the weight of this thing, but it's very sturdy and high quality. They do have some other stands now that they've released where you could, raise the monitor above your laptop, but I just have the original espresso stand there. I also have the Orbit Key large laptop sleeve or case here. What I really like about this is I have a nice working area to use my mouse if I want. I could put my laptop here and keyboard. I just love that anywhere I go, I have a desk mat. So this can easily fit, my large MacBook Pro in here. Keeps it nice and protected and snug. But what I found is the bags like the Peak Design bag or like my Tortuga Pro, the laptop protection is pretty nice. So I use the laptop compartment for the laptop itself. And then I still have this to protect my espresso monitor. Might be a little overkill, but I like having a dedicated workspace when I go, and I like using this as a desk mat. So I usually just use this as my dedicated monitor protection sleeve. Again, might be a little overkill, and then it doubles as my desk mat on the go. So trying to be a little cross-functional with some of my gear here, but that's how I protect the laptop and throw this in my backpack. All right, so unfortunately can't fit this in my tech pouch. The alpaca pouch is not bottomless, but I do like having a keyboard. So at home, I have the full version of the Logitech MX Master Keys with the 10 key, and it's just nice to have the same exact feel and tactile key presses as what I use for my daily driver at home. I don't like throwing it like this in my bag, so just found a super cheap case that has these little cushioned bubbles. Yeah, this was super cheap and just fits. I think it was designed for this keyboard actually. And yeah, and then I just toss this in my bag worry-free, and I can pull up and use my computer. This, might be a little overkill for some of you all, and I know some of you are hyper minimalists out there that this would just not fly. But on a short, especially 3-day business trip, I'm going to budget space for this. So I have my comfortable and preferred typing experience with me on the road. I actually took this with me on the business trip. This was for the flight. When I didn't have my bag with me, I had all my flight essentials in here with me. And this was also for going out at night to restaurants with the team. Love this sling. It is a great little travel sling. All right, if you haven't checked it out yet, I did a full video on this sling. So hopefully that review was helpful for some of you all. And yeah, let me know what you think. All right, so if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I always travel with a little boo-boo kit. Sometimes I can fit this in one of the pouches, either the tech pouch or the wash pouch, but this time just kept this in one of the quick access pouch on the Peak Design bag. And of course, the trusty metal hand sanitizer bottle always goes with me on all the trips. All right, got the super cheap carbon fiber polarized sunglasses here. I actually put these little aftermarket rubber nose pad stickers on. I bought them with the full intention of these getting broken by now because they were so cheap, and I hate breaking expensive sunglasses. Maybe one day I'll pony up for some super expensive professional looking metal, like aviators or something, but yeah, for now, these are doing great. All right, clothes that I took were pretty simple. 1 Wool & Prince Merino Wool Blend. 2 stretch polos by Built Basics. All right, and then I took 1 pair of the Built Basics everyday pants and the Lululemon ABC pants. All right, so to pack out the main compartment of the bag, I've got the 2 packing cubes here, kind of a larger one and then a smaller one. And then we've got the packed out Vertex Tech pouch with everything that I would need. Got the wash pouch next that goes onto the small packing cube. This is the keyboard in the protective case there. And as you can see, I'm kind of building like a flat surface for the desk mat and monitor. Okay, so that goes in there like that. Just zip that up for some security there. Then in the padded laptop compartment, laptop will go in there. All right, so now the main compartment of the bag is pretty much packed out. I just have this kind of secondary ancillary space here. I've got a few items for easy reach. But what I like to pack in this area is everything I can just quickly grab on the go. So I got the Sling for later. And then in this remaining section, what I like to do is pack my jackets here. And when I was doing a lot of backpacking, what I had found out is I really liked the multi-layer system with a mid-layer and a shell. And I found that the combination of these two can really do just about anything that I would ever need as far as climate-wise goes, unless I'm really in like below freezing weather for a long time. I found that having a kind of a lightweight, full zip mid-layer and a shell can really just handle whatever I need. So they both go here. All right, so now that we got those in, we've got just a few other things that I'd throw in this quick access pocket up here. Throw in the sunglasses, a few eye drops, just some easy things that I need within reach. Then my business phone I'll usually keep in here. Then one thing I love about this bag is it's got gear accessory loops pretty much all over the place, so I can clip on anything that I'd like. I do throw on a hero clip that I use actually a lot in both the hotel rooms and in bathrooms. And the trusty hand sanitizer bottle clips on there. So one of the things I love about this bag is I can choose whether I want this to be super weather resistant or not, or travel with a little less bulk. For the purposes of my last trip, I checked the weather, and all 3 days I was there wasn't a cloud in the sky. So I opted not to take the rain cover that you can deploy on this bag. All right, now if you are expecting rain and you are running the deployable rain cover, one of the really cool things about this bag is you can pop open these little magnets, which reveals your deployable rain cover here. And within seconds, your bag is well protected from the rain. So it's a really cool option if you're looking for a bag that you can run, both ways, without weather protection and with weather protection. Maybe you're looking for more of a sleek bag that doesn't have kind of the X-Pack look. So just something to consider. Really thoughtful design by Peak Design to have a deployable rain cover that you can pop out at any time. And then when you're done with your rain cover and you want to tuck it away, tucks away very nicely and back into the stowable compartment. I did not pack this with the intention of being super lightweight, ultra minimalist. I packed what I needed for my business trip, and this did me just fine with one bag. All right, so for those of you who travel for business, specifically project managers or PMPs out there, definitely say hi in the comments. But what did I miss? What do you take with you on your business trips that I didn't consider for this? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.